Commence primary ignition.
For Thursday, July 22nd, 2021, it's the Serenno Squadcast, the official podcast of the Serenno Squad.
He did it! I just love that you weren't confident enough to read that just out of your brain. You had to read it off of a phone.
Twice now.
I'll get there.
And then magically last time you couldn't see him do it. The video messed up.
Yeah, there were some technical issues with the last episode.
We have lots of backups now.
But we're back,
Yay.
and we're back.
Woo!
I think everything's working this time. Let's not...
Let's hope so.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, no. But let's jump right into it, because this week we have... we actually have some Legion news.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bring him in when it does.
Legion news. Yeah, so Legion news. We actually have an upcoming troop.
Yes.
That's what everybody wants to hear.
Tell us
Well,
about
our
it.
area does. I mean, there's quite a few across Virginia, but
yeah.
we're most excited.
Nova
about ours.
and Richmond are jam-packed with events.
Yeah, they
and we're
are.
over here like,
Yeah, we got one.
yay!
Thirsting for an event.
When was the last time we had an event?
Not counting the armor party.
No, not kind of like an actual event that we went to.
An actual event
'Cause
would have been
October.
October. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Halloween thing out
Yeah.
in the field where we froze our
That's
butts
right.
off.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that was awful. All I
it.
was wearing was the freaking spandex on my TK. I was literally so cold. I wanted to stay longer, but I couldn't because I couldn't
Yeah.
feel my fingers.
I loved it, but yeah, I got so cold that I couldn't warm back up. And at
yeah.
that point, I was like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I
it was
can't.
just, I was no longer having fun.
No, I'm pretty sure that was like a week before the baby was born, so I didn't make it out to that one.
That means you didn't have a baby for an entire week.
Yeah.
What was your excuse that time then?
It was a different time. It was not
It was a
better
different
time.
lifetime ago.
He was still.
Back when all this was
Evan,
fun,
your
man, before the
microphone might be
babies
too far
came.
I think it's okay.
You think it's okay?
What do you think?
That's it. Keep messing with it. It's not like you can't hear every little thing, but by all means.
Sorry, hold on.
Podcasting 101. How to microphone.
Marty Robbins' estate's going to sue us.
I think this is a good distance because Wayne said that I was
Okay.
a
Yeah.
good volume. Yeah.
Just trying
I
to...
can double check it.
I want
He
to
tested it all earlier, so.
Yeah. Beep boop beep boop.
Too late for testing. We're already here. So
We're
but-
already here.
So the
I can do it on the fly. I'm good like that.
yeah, we'll do it right now.
Beep, boop,
So
boop,
the
boop, boop. What do you think? What do you think? Am I good?
Yeah, you're pretty loud.
there we go.
I'm probably peeking the crap out of this thing, just yelling at Gunner.
Yeah, Paul. He knows the mic etiquette.
Yeah,
We do
Pod's
not.
an OG podcaster. Wait, did I call you Pod?
No, maybe we'll rewind
It sounded
it.
like I said Pod is the OG podcaster.
I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow.
All right.
I mean,
Hopefully.
today.
I'm delirious.
These
Keep
are
going.
live.
Yeah. When this is released in your area.
So we got the troop, but where is this? Where's it happening?
Martinsville.
Martinsville Mustangs.
Yeah,
They're
their
doing
baseball
a
team.
Star Wars night.
It's the AAA team.
I think they're single A. It's not a big stadium.
It's someone told me it's like it's where the college athletes go to play on the off season.
Yeah. Minor league baseball is complicated. It's the different levels, and
Yeah.
I think when you get drafted out of college, I think one of the first teams you would go to is this
Yeah.
level.
That's farm team or whatever they're
Yeah.
calling it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're really good. I mean, they it's always fun.
Is this like a complex or is it just one?
It's an outside field. It's not like an actual
I mean,
stadium.
it's a
There's
stadium.
seats there.
It's kind of on a
They're
hill.
bleachers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's kind of on a hill, but there's seats there and stuff. And it is a stadium, but it's not too
It's
not like you're thinking.
It's kind of like a high school football stadium.
Yeah.
I'd say like it's a step up from like high
Yeah.
school.
Like it's a step up from a high school baseball stadium, but similar to like a high school football
Yeah.
stadium.
Not quite a college
Yeah.
stadium.
But they're always good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tech had a baseball stadium that was like, there wasn't really much there because it was next to Lane Stadium, and Lane
Because if
Stadium
it's not
was-
football, nobody cares.
Yeah, Lane
Yeah.
Stadium was over here like a shining beacon on the hill, and the baseball pitch over here was like, "Hey, we're still over here, guys. Don't forget about us."
It's because Virginia Tech knows who's,
Yeah.
who's paying the bills.
Oh, yeah.
Which is hilarious because over here in Salem, it's the baseball stadium that is, the right
Oh, yeah.
seat of God, and the football place is right beside it. Looks like that's where they store the old baseball equipment.
I think they actually do. They do the DCI, is that what it's called? The marching band competitions is what they do over there, as well as the.
Well, at least it's
football.
getting some use.
That's true.
Yeah, well, there's no baseball stuff, but we'll be there. So, I mean,
Yes.
we're gonna be.
I'm gonna try to talk to Heather and see if maybe we can make it, because we were originally not planning on it, but I remember how much fun I had last time, and now I kind of want to.
It's going to be
Make it work.
warm.
I always have fun when you guys go.
Yeah, and it was so much fun last time. But I think part of the fun was that John was in his Emperor, and it was just so. I mean, just the spit that he would. that he was so for all of our viewers. So John he had an Emperor. He no longer has the Emperor, but he was always sweating in it, and the sweat.
Yeah,
because
because there was, instead of doing makeup, he bought the rubber mask.
and the sweat would pool in the lip, and so he would peel the lip backwards, and then just like I don't know if anyone's ever played trumpet, but how you would open a spit valve, it was like that, but for a mask, and it was disgusting, and it was the funniest thing ever. Every time he did it, it was just
'cause
so
he'd be like-
horrifying.
he'd be doing something, and then, oh, here he goes, lip, and then,
Oh man, that was half the fun, was that Emperor.
yeah, he did the Emperor, and you and I did the guard for him,
Oh
right?
my god, I
And
did
then,
the guard
after
for 30 minutes.
Yes, after like 30 minutes, and I'm done.
Yep. And then I changed into Krennic, which I think that may have been my first Krennic troop. Or first or second.
That was your first Krennic
was
troop because
2019.
you made it into the newspaper as Han Solo.
Really?
Yeah, the
they
Martinsville
did. The
newspaper.
Martinsville newspaper came out the next day, and I think it was Frankie
Close
saved
enough.
it, right? Or
Yeah.
showed us or
Yeah.
whatever. And yeah, there was a picture of it was Sean, you, and possibly me, maybe Frankie.
Yeah.
It was somebody else, and they characters including Han Solo. We were like,
Did they,
or
I was
did they
literally.
get anybody else's right, or was it just you? They said.
we
it
were
was
all
just one picture. Yeah.
Everyone else was just troopers.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was in my Krennic, which is a white officer with a white cape.
It's not
You
like
were-
he was
you
the
were
villain
dressed
of a
Han.
recent movie or anything.
Good times.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be making it to this one or not. I really want to.
Probably not. You got a baby.
Yeah, it's yeah. I should
Bring
have
the
a
baby.
Well, no,
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
they're getting back from vacation.
Let's get your kid in the car from here to Martinsville. Then get out in a hot baseball stadium while you're
How far-
dressed up and you can't see it at all.
How far is Martinsville from here?
Hour,
45
Roanoke,
minutes?
hour and 15
Yeah,
minutes.
it's like hour 15.
That's not
Okay.
Oh,
Don't bet on mine.
I'll
It's going to be slightly less leading from your house. 'cause
Go in
you're
between.
Closer.
So maybe like an hour from your house.
Yeah. You just go straight down 581, which turns into 220.
Forever.
Regional references.
okay.
Yay. 460, 81,
And then-
581.
Was there anyone else that we know that's going?
Adrian and Sean,
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
'cause
Eric.
they live there.
Yeah, they live there. It's practically
Right.
their backyard.
Okay.
I think it's almost literally their backyard. Like they live inches away from there.
Where did we go for the backpack drive?
I don't know. I messed that date up.
Oh,
I didn't
didn't
go,
go to
at
that.
all.
I had some other reason that I wasn't going to that. I
I
forget
was the
what's
only one.
going on.
Oh,
I was fully expecting to go. I just thought it was the week after it was.
Oh wait, no, that's not the one that
Or
was.
no, it
in
was the
there.
day after.
There was one that was in a hospital last year, and I was like,
Yeah, I did that one.
yeah,
That
I
was
did
Blacksburg?
not feel comfortable.
Yeah,
doing
that was in
one.
Blacksburg.
But I think why
was
didn't I
there
go
for
to
that?
that one? Maybe it was during the day.
Because
or
you're a
something.
weeb.
Yeah,
There was some reason why I didn't go, and I don't remember what it was.
yeah. Who knows?
All your excuses run together for me, so I don't
That's
know. I don't
true,
even
yeah.
listen anymore.
I'm pretty sure that was down in Martinsville area. Cause
Yeah, it was.
it was Adrian's event. She put it
Mhm.
on.
It was a lot of fun, too.
sweet. So that's going on this weekend, Friday.
Friday.
Good times. And then in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
Big Lick.
Big Lit Comic Con.
Yeah.
August
Yes.
7th and 8th. At the Berglund Center.
According to Eric, we do not have
Not-
official invites for Big Lick. So does it count as a troop?
I swear that they put in a request. But
I can
I've
Why
find
would
out
it
right
not
now.
be
you can message
official
Adam and JD.
this year?
But yeah,
I
we
don't
will have
care.
a
I'm
table.
going
We've
anyway.
already confirmed that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to debut my Senate Guard at at that one.
I'm really, really hoping
My
I have Rex and or new Sand Trooper by that time.
So I've come to the conclusion that I need help with my straps. I need to do like whatever you guys have done.
You did all Velcro, didn't you?
Well, I did a lot of Velcro and a lot of Velcro. But then also a lot of stuff that was just
Janky.
inconventional.
Velcro is fine. You can use Velcro. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
No, that's fine, but the strapping situation that I did, my harness situation was not good. And
Oh, you got to see like Paul. I think Paul's got like the best setup.
For Rex, we've got the template cut out. We haven't actually sewn it yet. It's basically just going to be like a bib that I wear. It's got tabs that'll come down on the shoulders that I will Velcro the shoulder bells to, and then everything will hang off of that because I can't. The way the animated clone strapping is set up is I can't do it like I do on the TK where everything hangs from the shoulders. I can't do it that way. So something else has to connect and hold up your arms.
Right.
Interesting.
It is a challenge for sure.
When we get it sewn, hopefully soon, I will take pictures and show you.
She's not listening.
But that's where I want to
I know
debut.
she's not listening.
I want to debut my Bly as well.
You've never actually worn it out, have you?
Nope.
You haven't.
Well,
Wow.
if I can, I'll wear my clone too. Yeah, we're not standing anywhere close together, but I'll wear it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Wait, did you see the other clown?" Yeah.
It'll be awkward
two of
putting
them.
on Rex because I know I can't get dressed by myself.
Oh, I can help with that. I mean,
It's not
been
as
there
bad
for
as
all the
Boba Fett,
parts.
though, I'm assuming.
I don't know. It's awkward.
pretty involved.
Boba Fett would be fine if it weren't for the jetpack, so...
We were doing a test to make sure that the chest and the ab and everything fit correctly, and I almost punched Jen in the face.
Does she need to get on a step stool?
No.
Oh, there you go. I'm already got one leg up on you, literally.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to hike that leg up, I guess.
That's because
Thanks. You and the
Heather's gotta
legs,
put-
Evan. You're always talking about your legs.
Yeah, Heather's got to put the screws in my shoulders, and she can't see them without the step stool, and that's usually when I end up getting hit. For good reason. Wayne knows this. It's completely justified. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. So Big Lit coming in a couple weeks.
And we have Free Comic Book Day, which I think is the 14th.
Okay. Cool.
And that will be at Big Lit Comics.
Awesome.
They did request that one.
Adam told me he put it in,
Okay.
and I swear that somebody said, "Yeah, we just got a response from them," but we can ping Adam and JD.
Yeah, I just messaged him for the one.
So when in doubt, blame Adam.
Perfect.
Yep, always.
Adam, if you're listening.
He's not.
He's not.
Adam, you're not listening. Yeah, so, also, holy moly, as far as, news goes, we've got some new approval photos.
Did you give me clean water in a dirty cup?
What?
On the inside there. Ugh.
That's
What a host. He gives them a dirty cup.
I grabbed my own dirty cup.
I don't
All
watch
right,
those, so I don't know how that. It's a disposable cup.
It's probably soda.
Oh.
As hard as it might be, I need you, Wayne, to... We got Dengar!
Woo!
That's not a DLT-19, is it?
Looks like it.
That's not Dengar's.
No, Dengar doesn't use a DLT-19.
Yeah.
He uses like an unmodified MG42 from World War II.
Yeah, his is completely different.
Whoa. Well, congratulations.
There's like two little tiny things that separate one from the other. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Congrats, BH10930 for the... What is that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Approval of Dengar.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi Dengar, it looks like.
Nice.
Which the difference is
means
the
that he's got a
back
2K
plate.
chest on his back.
Yeah, instead of a backpack, because no one wants to wear a backpack. All right.
I do.
I don't want to wear a backpack.
I do.
Right,
That's the whole
backpack
reason
kids.
I haven't switched over to a sand trooper yet. If I know that I can get the parts printed out and I can build that, I'll switch over to tomorrow.
I've sent you numerous links on how to build your own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I have to have the parts.
They're not hard to find.
They're like $295.
It's if you're buying one of the pre-built ones.
No, that's just the parts. Like
the
if I
whole-
just
for the
buy the
armor?
boxes off of Etsy, it's like 95 to 295 depending as to where you get them.
Yeah, but you can like go to a hardware store and get a lot of those pieces.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, they're not complicated pieces.
Yeah, Wayne, not that complicated. Just look at it.
Yeah, it's not that hard. You just gotta do it.
Just make sure you do it right.
Okay.
There's nothing to it but to do it.
This is it's pretty good, pretty good. I like it. I like Dengar's armor. That's my favorite part of Dengar.
It's like a snow trooper, but brown.
Dengar is the most mishmash
Kinda
of
like
different pieces. When you look at his costume, he's got sand trooper shins on
yeah.
both shins.
He's got the left on both.
yeah.
He's got
the
TK.
stormtrooper. Yeah, TK thighs. TK. He's got half the TK arm, if I remember correctly. TK shoulder bills
Yeah, that's a snow trooper chest.
and a TK ab plate.
Yeah.
The back is a TK chest piece.
Yep.
I think it's upside down. I can't remember. Something on there is upside down. And it's just... Yeah,
This is a Frankenstein.
It is very much a... What do we got left in the back of that costume department? 'Cause
We need
Yeah.
one more bounty hunter
Yeah,
up
we
here.
need one more bounty hunter to fill out this scene.
You there? What are you doing? Get over here. Put these on.
Yeah.
It's the costume we've been trying to get Wayne to build for years.
I really want to.
Says the guy who just ordered a brand new clone.
That was over a year ago.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of John. John just ordered his.
Yeah. Which I very
Yeah,
well
John.
might, because I'm doing pretty good in the stock market right now. So it very well could happen.
You're pulling a John.
I was gonna say, I think...
But if I do it, I'm doing the Empire Strikes Back. He's getting the backpack.
Yeah.
I think Walt sells all those pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, they're gonna get.
You just got
3D printed.
painted that weird kind of coppery brownish
Yeah,
color.
it's brown. Then you got to scuff it up, and then you got to seal it with
Yeah.
flat.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next approval, if we may.
Ooh.
Ooh-wee.
Oh,
The
Damn, it's pretty.
gorgeous. Look at that finish on that helmet.
Great.
Can you really see his wrists in the movie?
I think so, because he's not wearing anything. He's not wearing anything on his forearms.
Yeah.
It's just. Yeah. So I think
Because that looks like just a regular like flight suit jumpsuit.
Let's see. Which of these helmets could I sell for that costume?
it's.
That blue one's not doing anything.
Yeah, it's laying on
I
its side on a
think-
chair.
I want to say it's the same thing as the Mud Trooper from the neck down,
It is. Everything is Mud Trooper.
except it's
Except
got a
he's got the suit.
the different helmet. No,
The
that's what the
suits
Mud
from
Troopers
Mud
wear.
Trooper.
Mud
as well.
Troopers? Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can take
I know
that
they
costume.
had the pants, but I thought they had like a compression shirt on. No.
Yeah, you could literally take that costume and build two helmets and have two costumes.
Is the iCat driver?
Mm-hmm.
I can't driver. Yes, congratulations to TA51923 of Nova Inferno Squad.
And there's two different versions of it, because in the episode, Mando's wearing one version, and I think Bill Burr's wearing the other version.
Yeah, I think it's that bicep. There's a red one and a green one.
Yeah, it's like a slight paint job difference.
Again, same thing for the Mud Trooper. The Mud Trooper
Now,
changes.
his is the Mando version, right?
Think so. I have to go back and rewatch
Yeah, I think
the
Mando
episode.
had the red,
Is that S trim around the back?
but I might be wrong.
I
It does kind of
think
look
so.
like S-trim, doesn't it?
That back piece is. I know the Shore Trooper back piece is weird. There's all kinds of weird stuff going on back there. There's like foam and
There's a collar.
yeah. Again, this is more of a what do we got left in the back of that costume department?
Which is like, that to me is so like, that's like the spirit of Star Wars. It's just mishmashing random crap from all of the movies. That's why I like the costumes from Mandalorian and from like all the other like Rogue One era movies, is because they all use like the same couple of costumes and just mush them together.
Yeah, they use familiar parts.
Yeah.
But also, they create totally new characters.
Mhm.
Really neat.
And
Yeah,
this, honestly, I think this is cooler than the original Mud Trooper. This
Yeah.
is
No, it definitely is.
The
Yeah.
Mud Trooper helmet is weird because it's like that half helmet and you've got the gas mask
and
the
they're
hoses
not
and-
meant to be worn together, because if you watch in the movie, the only time they're worn together is by that forearm dude, and
Yeah.
it's CGI. So no one actually wears them together, and if you try, it doesn't fit.
I'm sure somebody's got some kind of complicated rigging system inside.
Yeah. And it always
Snaps
looks,
and Velcro
when someone
and-
does wear it together, it just looks like wonky because it's not, it's not meant to be worn.
I don't know.
Wow.
This one, the driver, looks way more Star Wars to me than the regular Mud Trooper.
Yeah. Although I do love the Mud Trooper. I love like the lore behind the Mud, like the Imperial Army. It's just so cool to me that they just have these expendable troopers that they just, they just send out just to get massacred.
Yeah.
Have your Mud Trooper. Give me a Hawkbat any day.
Hogbat's pretty
Back
cool.
to Hawkbat. All right, moving on to our next one. Maybe we should just do
That's a Mandalorian.
3 this week, and maybe save the other 3 for next week.
Nah, keep going.
Keep going.
keep
Okay,
going.
all
Keep
right.
going.
Woo, all right.
Keep it going.
Well, this
a
is number
Mandalorian
3,
Micro
so
Scout as well, right?
Yeah, that's I think we're officially calling them remnant troopers.
Okay, yeah.
gotcha.
Or-
Congrats, TB71576.
Looks really good.
Nova
Looks
Inferno
exactly
Squad
right.
again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That.
Looks exactly right in it being wrong.
Yeah, it's just. I understand that it looks exactly like it does in the show, and that's. But just looking at it, like, it looks so sloppy.
I
Those pieces-
yeah, like you gotta wonder if how much of that is intentional because like the stormtroopers, they're like everything's sort of like loose and ill-fitting, but this is like things are being worn incorrectly, and you don't know if it's like because in the original movies they wore stuff incorrectly too, but we didn't make a CRL out of it because it was just being worn incorrectly.
Well, it was one thing if one guy doesn't have his knees on correctly. This was all of them look like that, and I think the reasoning is this is showing the state of the Empire at that time, is that the best troops are not around anymore. We're dealing with, we're not even the junior
Ragtag
varsity. This
team.
is the freshman
I
team.
have a legion of my best troops on the far side of the moon. You mean the ones that got eaten?
Yeah.
Yeah, why do all the armor, all of it looks too small? I mean, that's the point of it, but you see so much of the undersuit.
It's because the like the top chest and then the ab soft parts aren't touching. They touch in Return of the Jedi, but
Yeah.
not here, and that's by intention.
Okay, so that's just a feature of the remnants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
'Cause
diaper,
it just
the
looks like
diaper
it's
is sitting
sagging.
too low,
Yeah.
and the knees
The
are
knees
on
are
upside down.
upside down. Yeah. And it's just basically dirty,
Yeah.
like uncared for.
Right.
And apparently they need to clean their pistols.
All right.
Which, by the way, I built that pistol.
I haven't
I
seen
built
it.
it
Yeah,
and
yeah, I have
painted
seen
it.
it. Yeah, you painted it up.
I
and
haven't
everything.
put the I haven't finished with it yet though, because I'm gonna weather it a bit, and I'm gonna put some lenses in the scope.
Sweet. Yeah, that's gonna make it look real nice. Oh yeah! Congratulations to DZ75392 on the approval of her. What is that?
Garindin.
Garindin.
Yeah.
Yeah, now somebody make the
Classic. That's from A New Hope, right?
Yes.
noise. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one that sells out Luke and Obi-Wan and Han and Chewie.
He just talks into that little cube thing.
Everyone, give it a shot.
Yeah, I think Wayne's got the clothes like.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Yeah, it's the Owen Wilson.
All right, we got it from here.
Yeah, that one is such a unique creature too. Very
I never
unique
noticed
to
how
Star Wars. Trunk-like.
odd it looks looking straight on, because you always see it at an angle or from the side in the film, but from here it just looks like a Death Eater or something. It's just got that silhouette of just straight down.
I do wonder what is the difference between this one and the one that's in Mandalorian. I wonder if there's a. I'm sure the costume itself is different, but I wonder if like the mask is different.
So you think this is a Mandalorian one?
No, it's Garindin from A New Hope.
Okay.
I'm just not sure what's different between him and the one in Mandalorian. The the one who calls the speeders over.
Oh yeah.
The valet.
Very, yeah, the Speeder Valley. That is it's a great one, but I'm sure that mask is expensive.
I'm sure that mask is awful to wear.
Yeah.
I can't imagine there being any
No.
airflow in there.
No, there's a lot of room in there, and you could like,
You could put a fan in the bottom of that
yeah,
trunk.
you could put a fan at the bottom of that.
and just suck
And
it
then,
all
I mean,
out.
you've got the room between your eye, like between the the space in your eyes.
You
Like,
can
guess-
fill the trunk with like candy or
and
popcorn.
having that, it's going to be coming out.
I guess it depends on. I'd have to see it up closest to see, are the goggles a separate piece? Because if it's just goggles and then you're just wearing like the lower half, that might not be too bad. And with the cloak up, it might just be like almost like wearing a gas mask type of thing.
Yeah, basically it's a gas mask.
So
Cool.
it's always fun to see the obscure aliens like
Not
that.
going to lie, I kind of want to get a Rhodian mask.
I want.
That'd be cool for your pilot.
I would
Yeah,
love a
that's
red.
why I want it for.
Yeah.
Or
The guy that makes them too said he'd make me one. He said he'd charge me like maybe $50 more to make a face only that I could put inside the helmet, so I could wear my helmet and still be Rhodian.
Oh,
And I was like, yeah, I want that.
is that Chris Stevens?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
what is the species that? What's his face?
Duros.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nemoidian?
Yeah, I love the Duros.
No,
Yeah,
I was
oh.
gonna say Cad
Cad
Bane.
Bane.
Yes, he's a Duros.
How did you know I was gonna?
Because there's like,
He's already seen this episode.
there's like,
I like the.
there's like.
I like that character though because
seen it? This is brand new.
I feel like if you bought that mask, like it's
I'm sure people loved him.
I was gonna say sorry.
it's not like a super Star Warsy alien. It kind of looks like almost like
the
a
Duros?
generic alien.
They're very much Star Wars.
Yeah, they are, but not like a Rhodian is, where you're like, oh, that's a Star Wars alien. But if you saw that one, if someone who wasn't as much of a fan, you might be like, that looks kind of like a gray.
right in A New Hope in the cantina.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah. That's
If
the
you
one I
see it
like.
out of context, it can kind of look just like a generic.
That's what I'm saying. I think that would be a cool costume just for that
I'd be
ability
so
that you
tempted
could.
if I got a Duros mask to put those two little things on, and then a wide brimmed hat.
Oh yeah. And then a really weird, unplaceable accent.
deep voice
It's from somewhere down south.
somewhere
I don't even think it's southern. It's like some weird European accent.
Yeah, it's something.
It's something.
Born
That's
in
not very
Germany,
good.
raised in Mississippi,
Yeah,
lives in Arizona.
that's exactly
Can't
it.
quite put your finger on it. All right, next. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
Oh,
Is that
Has he got them glowing?
he does. You have to. I think it's part of the CRL. They
Oh,
have to
wow.
glow.
So that's the less.
that's the Rise of Skywalker one?
Ranky Skywalker. Yes, congratulations, DS72147 of Nova Inferno Squad on the approval of his Kylo Ren.
I still want to make a Kylo Ren.
Well, there's the one that you should make.
No.
And you know what's
I'd like
sad though?
The Force Awakens one. That's my favorite look. Of
What's sad is you could buy that helmet like the best one on the market, and it would be the same as that Anovos one right there. That Anovos one costs like $800. Not that I paid for it. I bought the whole costume all complete. But if you bought that Anovos helmet new, or even from someone now, I mean, it's costs a fortune.
You could just take that one.
Yeah, just take it.
He's not using it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that one and I'll bring the Black Series one. That
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one I did. I did it like to the film. Every cut is right, and then I filled it in with the fluorescent red. Like every cut is right. It is movie accurate.
I don't think I've seen a picture of this.
It's
still,
out in his shed. I haven't completely finished it yet.
I was gonna say it looks like it's done, but apparently it's not.
I haven't put the screws
Not
back in
for
the silver.
Wayne standards. Yeah.
I don't know about all that.
The reason I bought the Black Series helmet to modify, I was like, I want to do Kylo. I don't know if that helmet will fit, so let me buy the cheap helmet first and see if that fits.
And it did.
Yeah, it's a bigger helmet than it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you first see it, you're like, "What is that? A hat?"
Yeah, it looks cool.
That's what I should wear on Friday.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, I know I can't. I wouldn't either. If you want to see someone die in a Kylo outfit,
You want to see a dead body? Yeah.
hey, you guys want to see a dead body?
You just pull off the mask. There he is. All right.
Charge people $1, come poke you with a stick.
All right. I think this is the last
That's-
but not least.
That's a Wampa right there. and
Classic.
I
I
want one.
want one so bad. I
Oh my
love
God,
that
I want
olive
one.
green. Well, it might not even be olive, but it's
It is, yeah.
it is.
It's so crisp. Like the Wampa wear, it looks so much better than the cosplay sky.
Yeah, I'm. if between now and next year, I found a couple $100 extra and Jen wouldn't kill me for wanting to spend it, I would want to buy one of those and take it to Celebration.
I want to replace my
all
white.
four of us should just do it.
I want to replace my white tunic, my white Krennic tunic, with a Wampa, but I don't know if they're selling the white ones yet. I know that he said that they were going to this summer actually, but I don't know if they're up yet.
It'd be so great if we did a Squadcast and all of us were wearing officer outfits.
The black looks cooler, but you don't see as many of them in the movies.
No,
and
black
the olive.
What's up with that? Like, where did the black officers go? Because if you think about it, like, if you look at their ranks, they're clearly the lower ranked.
Yeah, they're the lieutenants and such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Thought
where
you'd
are
see
they?
more of
Did they
them.
all die when the Death Star blew up?
Well, it's because as you get further into the movies, you're just focusing on like the top brass. It's
Yeah,
like in
it's-
Star
well,
Trek,
not
you
only
don't pay
that-
attention to the bridge crew.
No, as far as what he's talking about, a lot of them did die. And so the ones that were lower are now replacing the ones that died. So they don't want to stay lower. They're the new higher ups,
Yeah.
but they haven't earned it.
Yeah.
So-
So basically, they take the guys who were there, promote them, but then they don't have anyone to backfill the lower roles, so they're just.
Right.
They're all just greenies.
There was a fan theory at one point that the black officers, the black suited officers, let me make sure my phrasing is correct, those are the stormtroopers out of armor, because in A New Hope, after they raid the ship, and the guy comes up to Vader and he says, I must have put the plans on one of the escape pods. Vader says to him, see to it personally. You don't see that dude down on the planet, you just see stormtroopers on the planet. So the implication was, if he's seeing to it personally, is he a stormtrooper?
No, he's the guy sitting in the cooling thing. It's like, why don't you guys go out there and take a look? I'm seeing to it personally. I can see you from here.
He's sitting in the truck with the air conditioning blasting.
All right, I don't think I congratulated this person.
It's the black ones. That
Congratulations,
Yeah.
ID
They may have not posted it yet.
51923.
3-2.
51932.
3.
No, it's 3-2. No,
519.
it's different. The text is different than the picture.
You know how many?
Picture.
You may know how many times I got crap when I was
What?
posting these.
So which one
When
is
I
it?
would-
Congratulations, ID 5.
When I would
3-2. No, it's 2-3.
when I would post when I would make a post and the numbers didn't match because I didn't. All I did was the post. I didn't make the picture. I would get like messages from like 5 different people. I would have to go and delete it immediately and repost it as soon as I possibly could.
Yeah, so people that are watching, you're only seeing the 51932, but in the actual
In the text.
in the info, it's 2-3. So we don't know which one.
Give me a second. Entertain the people.
So thank you, Wayne. He's the one-man band. He does sound effects.
Wait, do the beeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
You mean the beach?
The image is incorrect. It is 51923.
So Gunnar, you were actually right the first time you said it.
Well,
So whoever made the image, flip-flop the numbers.
oh my god.
Whoever made the image.
We're not trying
Boo!
We're not trying to like call you out or throw you under the bus or anything, but
But
Hey,
boo!
Wampaware fixed the
together.
Rebel Compad, the rubber one.
Hmm.
They do the right one now, as
Okay.
well as the original.
all right. Well, congratulations, whoever you are. That looks awesome.
It looks
I
awesome.
want one now.
Oh yeah, I'm pricing it right now. Actually,
I really want to buy one to replace Heather's cosplay sky for when she does because if she goes on Friday, she'll definitely.
oh
wear
cool.
one.
I'll just buy hers. That should fit me fine.
It's nice having a costume without a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
The few times I wore just the reserve pilot, I was like weird. I was like, what do I do with my face?
I never know what to do with my hands because I always have a giant gun, so I'm just like walking around like this.
Well, I got used to that with the TIE pilot because I can't. I tried carrying an E11 with it, kept hitting my chest
Oh
box.
yeah, I did the same thing with
So
my.
I just do
AT&T
the
driver.
fist.
That's why I bought
pose.
the pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Just for that, because I tried carrying the E11. I don't know what to do with my hands. Yeah,
Well-
first time I ever wore the Rebel pilot, I was like, I don't. Just pulled.
You just
Don't look at me.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Once that yellow comes down, they don't see your face anymore.
That's true.
You're just rebel pilot
Yeah,
person.
you're just guy.
what can
Yeah.
you do? What can you do when you don't have a? Shouldn't there be like a go-to thing
What
to
can
do
you do
if you
when
don't
your
have?
face is exposed?
I feel like we should come up with
Oh,
something.
poop.
You know?
Like facial expressions or
No.
Oh,
What do
no.
you do with your
Sorry.
hands?
My thing is, I was
Yeah,
in a
Yeah.
photo. I'll put, like,
I'll
the
either
fist
do
up or-
Yeah.
thumbs up.
yeah, I'll do
or
that for if,
I'll
like, it's
point.
kids or something like that.
well, because my only faceless costume is my officer, and so it's always the hands behind the back. That's the
My thing
Yeah,
was
that's what I do a
taking
lot of.
pictures and not doing what I normally do when I've got a helmet on.
Yeah.
What you see is that. What you're not seeing is
I always have to remember, it's like, does
or
the
at the
Empire
end of the
smile?
troop, sometimes it's
I'm always like, no, does the Empire smile? Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah,
for citizens. Yes,
I just get into the whole like security kind of thing, like arms behind your back. I feel like the longer you stand like that, and you're just standing at post, the more believable you are. And then whenever someone walks by, like, "Hi, kid," yeah, it's like, "Oh man, he broke character." But man, my shoulders would get sore from having my arms behind my back.
they do. Yep, they do.
I was
Absolutely.
like, "This is,"
that and I had to quit doing that.
and then you have to go cross like that.
No, not me. You ain't getting no pictures of
Or
pee
just-
pose with me. No, not putting my hands in my pockets either. It's the most unmilitary thing you could do.
Yeah, just hunched over. Is that Rebel Pilot on break?
I am now, buddy. Get away.
All right, moving on to our next segment. Top story.
Can I take a picture? Can I not get a
Excuse
moment?
me. Yeah, that's the wrong
That's
franchise.
like when we're going into the elevator, like we're trying to take a break at the Red Sox games, and people keep coming up to us and take pictures. I'm like, I'm dying. I need to drink water. Please go away.
Nah.
You love it. You
I
love
know.
it.
I
You-
do
you
love
can't
it.
Get
I
enough
do.
of it.
Yeah, I do love it.
Especially
You're like,
when people are
everything
like,
hurts.
"You're
I
my
want to take
favorite
this off. I
character."
can't breathe.
Hurry up.
All right, so top story this week we have 3 new
Three.
episodes.
Count them. 3, 1,
Of the Bad
2,
Batch.
3.
Yeah, last week we did not record. You know what's
The week before that, we didn't do it well.
Yeah, and you know what's ironic is that we started up the last episode sounding as if someone had passed away.
We did?
Yeah, because I stuttered and was like, yeah, we have some news or whatever. And
That's
it almost,
right.
almost sounded like someone passed away. And ironically, someone did pass away the very next week. My grandfather, which is why we did not record.
And my dog.
Yes, and yes.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
We're just
not
gonna-
been-
we're
it's
just gonna
spooky stuff.
Bring the
It's been-
podcast down.
Yeah.
Here,
Hey,
Vince.
you know what? We're all in good places here.
That's true,
Everybody's in better places. And you know what?
I'm
This episode is Wayne. You're gonna have to.
Bring it up, buddy.
We're gonna lift
We're
you up,
going up.
man. We're gonna
Yeah.
lift you up.
Like
This
Jeff
episode-
Bezos, we're going into space.
Yeah. Going to the moon.
Riding a dick to Mars.
Yeah.
You can cut that out if you want. That's fine.
This episode is dedicated to Papa and Chewie.
Yes.
This probably isn't going to be one of the best episodes, but we're just gonna.
Pretty good so far.
Yeah, I'm loving it. All right, guys. So we've got the Bad Batch. Do you happen to have the first episode
Yes.
pulled up there? You can. You wanna?
Okay.
You're good at this.
All right. So this one was Common Ground.
That's episode
10.
10.
Episode 10. This was the Bad Batch gets called in to help out a former separatist senator on the former separatist capital of Arrakis.
Voiced by? I don't know what his name is.
Alexander Siddig,
Yes, Alexander Siddig.
a.k.a. Dr. Bashir.
Oh yeah.
And in the very first couple of seasons of Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, where Alexander Siddig was in, he didn't go by Alexander Siddig. He went by a different name. It was like Sid Al something or other.
Siddig El Fadil.
Yeah. So
It was like in the third or fourth season. Yeah, he changed it for some reason.
yeah. No, it's just Al.
Interesting.
Yeah. He was also on Game of Thrones. He was the...
Yep.
Did we decide if he was the king of...
Is he a king?
You
Uh,
said he was the
remember.
king
Dorne?
of
I've tried to after the last episode.
He's
I
the
put
dude.
that-
He's the old guy who just kind of sits in the chair on Dorne,
Yeah.
and then he dies.
In the books, in kids in the books, he has a lot more interesting role. And actually, kids in the books,
Why are so many kids listening?
it's
Kids should not.
it's
be
a
reading
much
Game of
much
Thrones.
better storyline. So just watch the first 4 seasons and then quit. Kind of like Dexter.
Yeah. Kids shouldn't be watching the show. But
Yeah, kids should not
I
be
see what
watching
you're
Game of Thrones or
I
reading.
see where
it.
you're going with that. Yeah, that's really interesting.
What else happened in that episode?
That
Now we're back to
episode
Star
was
Wars.
interesting because we kind of see a parallel between that episode and the following one on Ryloth, where you see the Empire's coming in and they're trying to use the locals to be like, hey, you need to support us as the takeover of the planet. You need to say we're the good guys. And on the Separatist one, ultimately he backs out and he says no, and then that puts him on the run for his life. Then the episode, but in the Ryloth ones, they do say like, "Hey, the Empire are the good guys. We need to support them," and then somebody gets shot in the head.
Yeah, it's funny. Actually, I just watched last night the Netflix documentary or little series about the tyrants. Like it's like a book on how to be a dictator, and they use classic dictator tactics in Bad Batch to use the people, like you said, the people that everyone believes in as someone to look up to, and then corrupt them. A lot of times using like their family as is like if they're gonna have their family hostage if they don't do something.
Blackmail.
Blackmail. Yeah, all that crazy stuff. So it's real. This is like what they're doing in the Empire. That's what works. That's how a dictatorship works, and it's you were saying parallels with that. I see it too with other things, but
My memory's a little fuzzy on the episode. It's been a couple weeks. I meant to rewatch it, and then they're like, "Hey, here's the behind the scenes of Loki."
it's the only one that I rewatched because it was so long ago. So it's a little fresher.
I remember there was initially the group was like, once they found out they were going to help a former separatist, they're like, "Nah, we ain't doing that."
That was their enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like, we were trying to kill that dude last week.
that same dude probably. Yeah.
It's true. Was he? Did we ever see him in the Clone Wars?
He looks familiar.
Him, I don't think so. We've been to that planet, but that planet was in an episode of Clone Wars because that was like the capital of the separatists.
Yeah, and they had almost like it looked like the House of Lords or whatever.
Yeah.
It had like the green carpet and everything. Like it looked very similar to like the UK Parliament.
Yeah, 'cause that was Padme and Ahsoka went there for an episode, and they met. Is it Mina Bonteri? Is that her episode?
Was that like Ahsoka's little boyfriend for a couple episodes?
Her son was
Yeah.
Cute.
So more tie-ins to Clone Wars and Bad Batch. It's just all as the Bad Batch are Forrest Gumping their way through the Star Wars timeline.
I just love
just popping up in all these like big events. Hey,
well,
we
I
were
just
here
love like
for
even
that.
like especially with the 2 Ryloth episodes. I just keep going back. There are 88 people in all of Star Wars. In the entire Star Wars universe, there are 88 people, and they keep coming back. There are no new characters.
They have Omega stay behind on their mission.
Was this the one where she stayed behind and
This one-
she
yep.
pitched a fit about it? That's right. Okay, because she's back at Sid's place.
She's at Sid's bar,
and we learned that she's a card shark.
Yeah, she's a
Or
strategist.
Strategy.
a Dejeric shark. They're scamming people out of money because she's really good at the strategy games. She's like what's her name? Queen's Gambit.
Yeah.
I still
really
think
is.
she's got to be Force sensitive. Like
There's got to be something
There's
special
so
about her.
many different people saying different things. Like it has to be, unless there's one source where everybody's hearing that there's this force thing. It's like that's what a lot of people are.
I hear it in
thinking.
my head.
So that's what I'm saying. I think people feel it in their souls.
Sometimes I go to sleep and it talks to me.
Omega.
There's a story. It's what's going to happen.
Well,
the ghost
she
of
ends
the
up
ghost of Sarah Fear is talking to her.
kind of getting on Sid's good side, and by the end of the episode, they earn enough money to pay off their debt. The Bad Batch's debt.
Yeah. So they're
debt.
broke even at least.
Right.
And
Which has got me scared because I don't want to lose Sid. I like her.
Yeah, she's cool.
this episode, they're fighting a lot of clones, and I'm wondering how long the Bad Batch is going to be able to keep doing this. You notice when they're shooting at the clones, or I guess we'll now call them stormtroopers,
They're phasing them.
they're using the stun
Stun.
setting.
Yep.
Or if they don't, they're trying to shoot them in the arm or the leg.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, they're not going to be able to do that anymore. There's going to be a point where stun won't work. It's not going to be enough.
Yep.
And I'm just wondering how long till they get to that point. Will they get to that point?
I think it's like this whole like the clone development is really cool, and I mean we'll talk about it when we talk about the second Ryloth episode, but I really like where they're going with it.
Yeah, the biggest thing the show has brought up is, hey, this is what the Rise of the Empire looks like, and do you like clone drama? Because we're gonna give you lots of clone drama.
So I
baby.
was almost sort of under the impression that the clones, like, they lost a lot of free will when the chips in their head activated, but you got, you know, Mr. Blue Stripe, whatever his name is,
Hauser.
Yeah,
That's
he's
next
Is
episode.
he commander or captain?
I
Captain.
swear they called him Commander in the first episode, but in the second episode they definitely called him Captain. So maybe he got demoted. I don't know.
It's possible.
But he's got like almost full free will. Like it almost seems like his chip didn't work at all, and he's just like going by like, okay, I'm
His gut,
yeah.
There is a lot of questions whether or not is his chip working correctly? Did his not fire, or is the fact that there's not a Jedi around? Would he be acting differently if a Jedi were to show up?
That's true. Yeah.
Is that a theory, like a thing that people are saying? Is that it only like starts up if there's a Jedi around?
Well, Order 66 is only take out Jedi.
Yeah.
It's not become a dick.
What about
Yeah, it's
Well,
not
the
be
clones do
evil.
what
that
about
become-
Crosshair? He became
Huh?
a dick.
The clones kind of do become dicks after
It's,
They
Order
yeah,
do.
66.
that's yeah.
Crosshair.
But that's not Order 66. That's something
But
else.
what about Crosshair?
They
Well,
ranked,
but there was a Jedi. Remember?
He didn't. He just
they
said
cranked his all the way up to like they
Yeah,
went past
yeah,
And
remember,
he
he's
wasn't
got
saying I gotta
enhancements.
kill a Jedi. He was just saying good soldiers follow orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, they messed with his head though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
because they
He's
they
also
they overclocked his chip.
experiment, or he's
Yeah.
what are they called?
But just the Bad Batch in general.
Yeah, what do they call them?
They're defective.
Defective.
Or
Yeah,
mutated.
They're
or,
defective.
yeah.
So Omega says.
So his
Talks
might have
about-
been warped to
Yeah.
begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they were overclocking him too. So
So by the end of this episode, they get back the dude. They break him out of prison.
yeah, there's
They-
a cool like chase scene through the streets and all that kind of stuff.
Yep,
'Cause
yep.
The two ATTEs are chasing each other, and
That was really cool. Yeah, and they were like it was like really slow, but they were like, but it was
Keeping
really cool.
the building in between them to keep
Yeah.
shots.
And I
It's
loved
like
how
a
there
game
was
of
just-
Tank.
It was just one shot. Like it wasn't like they shoot him like 5 times and then they finally like collapse. It was just one shot and the whole back end explodes.
I love the part where Wrecker. There's like 3 or 4 troopers on that crawler. And he just one by one tosses them out the side. He goes, "Gonna feel that in the morning." It's like, yeah, they really are. They just, oh, jeez. But yeah, that was epic. And then they had Omega come through at the end to pay off their debts, and they're all happy, and they're like, "Yay!"
I don't think that happened at all.
That was me. I was happy.
Oh.
I said, "Yay!" And yeah, I think that was about it for that episode.
yeah, I think that was pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
All right, so you've now watched this show.
I've watched one episode of the Clone Wars.
Okay, I was going to say, whew, God. I was wondering. Huh?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think now that you've seen some Star Wars?
It's
Do you
okay.
think this might be something for you?
That's what the whole podcast is about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Am I really?
It's Gunner learning Star Wars.
Am
Keep
no,
waiting
or
for
do I
Mr.
want to
Spock
learn?
to show up.
I don't know yet. Still trying to figure it out. I might be interested.
Yeah.
I might.
Cool.
He's wondering where Commander Samantha Carter is. It's a Stargate reference.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I won't. So the next episode, Paul, you're our.
I'm the one who pulled out his phone and Googled it.
We watch the episodes, people. We swear. We promise we do. But there's there's a lot to remember. The names,
Yeah. I should have
order?
rewatched them, but I didn't.
The places, the people.
I do
yeah,
like the
places and
fact
people.
that in this episode we got to see the crashed Y-wing. I was happy about that.
The crashed Y-wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was there in Rebels too, but no,
It was there in Rebels, but
it was a little
it's
bit more
still
fresh.
like like you realize, oh, this has been here a while. Okay,
See, I saw that and I was like, I should probably remember why that's there, and I couldn't remember. Why.
that's how she got Chopper. He was the astromech in that Y-wing when it crashed.
And it basically crashed on their front lawn.
Yeah, it was during the war.
And that's in Rebels.
And yeah,
Well, in Rebels they talk about it.
yeah, in Rebels, yeah, when they go back to
that's
her
okay.
house, that first time, so she can get the what's it called?
Calicori.
Calicori. Yeah.
Yeah, that
There's
weird.
that Y-wing there, and Chop goes over to it, and he just stands there, and she's like, that's how he was in that when it crashed, and just give him a minute, and they went on all that. I didn't realize it was going to be there now. I didn't realize it happened
Yeah, it happened.
right then, like
It happened
that
during
early
the Clone
on.
Wars.
Yeah, but I didn't realize it was that early on.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this is we go to Ryloth for 2 episodes, and the first episode, the Bad Batch are in it for like what 30 seconds.
11 seconds.
Instead, it focuses on Hera, which is kind of convenient considering the show started with Kanan. So now we get
Wow.
we get
I've
Hera.
already forgotten about Kanan.
Swear to God, if we see Ezra's parents doing it, I'm leaving.
Well, we could see like little baby Ezra. He'd be like,
Well,
a
no,
week
we
old.
could see his parents because they're starting up stuff on.
Yeah, they're on Lothal. Like,
Yeah, I
causing
mean they
problems.
got. Yeah,
I
this right
guarantee
around the time.
we're definitely gonna see Lothal.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
I hope so.
There's been enough Rebels callbacks.
So, because Ezra was born on Empire Day, so
Oh,
he's like a toddler, depending on how much time has passed over the course of the show.
Yeah, because by the time we get to him, then he's what 15.
Yeah, Rebels starts about 15 years after.
Okay.
So yeah, we're on Ryloth, and we're following young Hera. We get to meet her mom and her dad, who we've met before, Cham.
And her uncle, who we met before.
That's right. Which, after watching this, I went back and I watched the Ryloth episodes of Clone Wars in season 1, and wow, is there a difference in the animation?
it's a little blocky.
It was kind of like, okay, so you've got your Switch or your Xbox One or your Xbox Series X. Why don't you just go back and play a PlayStation game? Just PlayStation 1.
Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah. Play
Vice
Tekken
City.
7, and then go back to Tekken 2.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a difference. There's like in Bad Batch when we see the big courtyard and the Empire's like pushing out Orn Frita and Cham and like you need to talk us up and give us a good name and all this kind of stuff. There's this whole crowd of people. In Clone Wars, you see that same area. It looks way less rendered. There's like 5 people there.
Well, yeah, but at the time, there's a reason why there's not that many
Yeah,
people.
but still, there's very few people walking around, and there's
Yeah.
not a whole lot of people, background extras.
Do you think that the choice in like the accent of Hera? Do you think?
No, she makes it a point in Rebels to point out that she's
lost.
worked hard to lose that accent.
Yeah,
But when she gets really mad in one episode, it comes back.
especially dealing with her dad.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to watch Rebels for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did I don't remember. Why did she get rid of her accent?
Just kind of,
To separate herself more from her dad
yeah.
and her family and her.
She does seem to be. I feel like that. I don't want to call it species because I feel like they're more of like a culture.
Twi'lek.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're Twi'leks.
Yeah. Well, their culture seems to be really like almost maybe not that much. I don't know. Almost ceremonial, kind of like with that thing she goes back for,
Yeah,
and
very traditional.
very traditional, very ceremonial. And then what she wants to do is go be a pilot, which is totally not what.
Right.
So I can see where she wants to change and separate herself from where she came from. But I didn't know if
Yeah, but that's not why she wants to
separate.
lose the accent.
Her between here. Okay, so in this episode, these episodes were a few weeks, months after Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. About 5 years after Revenge of the Sith, there's a book called Lords of the Sith that takes place on Ryloth, dealing with Cham Syndulla and his whole underground that he's starting. They're trying to kill Emperor Palpatine and Vader. They lure them there, and they have this whole plot to try and kill them. By that point, her mom is out of the picture, presumably dead. And
I have a
Hera is
feeling
not in that book at all either.
We're gonna see her mom die before the end of this season.
Oh no!
In the second episode, everybody was expecting her to die.
No,
I was.
You're so
Yeah.
right. She's so
Dang it.
brave and so strong.
Oh.
They're gonna.
Yeah, she's gonna die.
She's gonna stand up for herself, and it's.
Dang it,
Aw,
Wayne.
Wayne. That's worse than what we said earlier.
It's a given. If you're a mom in Star Wars, you're gonna die.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
that's
out.
true.
Just
Name a mom in Star Wars who lived that
We'll
wasn't
ever
called
see
Hera.
it again?
Well, you got Rey's Luke's Anakin's
Yeah. Moms in Star Wars.
You can't
do not
even
have a
be
good
a
track record.
mom character. Aunt Beru. Oh,
You
you
can have
can't
no.
be a stand-in.
Yeah, take all those red shirt jokes and just make it moms in Star Wars.
that's.
Corday.
But yeah, so the Bad Batch show up in like the last 5 minutes because they're smuggling weapons, or Sid is using them to smuggle weapons in for Cham's resistance.
But Cham doesn't know. He doesn't know about it.
Yeah, because the uncle's doing it.
Yeah,
That's
the
right.
uncle's
It
doing
was,
it.
Cham's not there. It was Hera and the uncle.
It's
And
Hera and the uncle and the,
And then
the other.
they get arrested.
Someone
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
And then he's like, they were doing what? They took my daughter? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he even bothers to show up.
And so you get, and then things get interesting with Hauser, because you notice, since the first episode, every clone we have seen has been white, and never took their helmet off. Hauser still has the paint job on his armor, takes his helmet off all the time, and he's not a dick.
There were clones taking their helmets off on Camino, I think, in the
Yeah,
first
but
few episodes.
only on Camino,
Yeah.
only like in their safe space.
Yeah.
But out in the field, compared to like what they did in Clone Wars, where they were taking them off every 10 seconds. And we haven't seen painted armor since the first episode with Gray, who tried to kill Kanan.
Yeah.
So that's why it's raising questions about him and being like,
Yeah.
It's a lot of symbolism pointing to like he's still got free will.
I think his chip is broken. I don't think
yeah,
it
because
worked.
we've seen chips malfunction, so it's possible one could have malfunctioned in the other direction. And several people have been talking about how they thought Hauser was hot.
He's got cool hair.
Yeah, he's got.
And
facial hair.
he's got scars. Chicks
Yeah.
dig scars.
And the coloring on his armor is so cool. I love whatever that like teal color is. So
Yeah.
cool. Love it.
I was a little confused because in my brain I saw him and I was like, wait, is that the dude from the first episode? Because they were both kind of greenish, but seeing the two side by side, they look, it's a completely different shape.
Yeah.
But yeah. And his pauldron just, I hate his pauldron.
It's a stormtrooper pauldron.
Yes, his pauldron. It's Rex's style, which I know Rex's style very well. Rex's is on the left shoulder, like most clones. Stormtroopers have it over the right shoulder.
Because
His
if
is
you
just-
notice, he took the small piece off too. He's only wearing the one side.
Well, we've seen him without the pouch.
Yeah, without the pouch, but he doesn't have the other piece sticking out.
Rex
It-
doesn't either.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what makes it. That's why it was so easy to flip it around and be on the right, because that's what will be the stormtrooper one.
Yeah, it just,
in the future.
It irks me to see a clone wearing it on the wrong shoulder.
Well, now I know how I'm wearing mine. Let's wear it front to back.
Time to make Paul mad.
But so then, yeah, the story just continues into the second episode where Hera calls out and gets the Bad Batchers to come in.
Well, she meets Omega.
Well, it's after they get called in.
Yeah, she meets Omega
That's
in
right,
that
she meets
first
Omega
That's
episode.
how
on-
she contacts
yes.
her, though, is because Omega gives her their.
Their comm signal.
Now I'm
Yeah.
wondering if I've seen the episode.
Yeah, because that.
There's a show that comes on every Friday.
Wait, I thought Disney
Gunner.
Plus was Wednesdays.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, and that's how they get in contact.
I think I just swallowed a
And-
bug.
Hunter was pretty upset. He was like, "You gave them ours." She was like, "Yeah, sounds like she needs help." And she did, and they came right back. And what happened when they arrived?
They scout out and they see that not Hunter,
Crosshair.
Crosshair's there.
And then
Yeah.
yeah.
Crosshair.
Once they see
sees them,
Crosshair's
probe
there, they
droid.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Probe droid spots them. Crosshairs.
And then Hauser shows Crosshair that they're there, and that's when he comes up with the plan.
And Crosshair knows. He's like, okay, if they're here, he sees that there's an attack going on. He's like, that's not where the attack's going to happen. The attack's
Yeah.
going to come here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Right, he can tell he's just seeing all these troopers, just everybody's leaving.
Yeah.
There's no one left.
Yeah.
Crosshair's smart. I also really like it.
Well, it's
a lot of this
tactics
is
that they've
common
been
sense.
using.
Yeah, he was one of them.
He was one of them, so he knows all the.
It's a lot
tricks.
of common sense, but also there is a lot of like strategy in the show. That's
I really liked at the end, Hauser tells him that it's a trap, and he gets them out another way. He walks out the front door, and he gives that speech to the other troopers, being like, this is wrong. We came here to liberate these
And
people.
a few of them following.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A few of them drop their weapons and join him. And Crosshair's watching him through the sniper scope the whole time. I'm like, Crosshair's gonna shoot that dude.
Right.
The whole time I was like, he's
Right.
gonna shoot him. He's gonna shoot him. He's gonna shoot him.
See,
he's gonna
I don't
shoot
think
him.
he's gonna. I didn't think he would, because he knows deep down that he's right. You can still see he's struggling with this.
you think
Yeah.
so?
They ramped him up, but he's still struggling
I
with
haven't
it.
seen him struggle since he sat down on that bench at the end of that episode.
He also got set on fire. So I think
Well, yeah, he's
Put him in his place.
pissed, but he knows that what he said was right. He's pissed at them
You
for what
got
they did to
hope.
him.
I mean, I think
For
that's
Crosshair.
definitely got to
Yeah.
be that's a standard arc. Is I think Crosshair is going to come to his senses, or he's gonna come to his senses one way or the other. Whether it's he comes to his senses and then comes back to the group, or he ends up
He's about to
He's
like
gonna-
fall into the lava.
Yeah.
It's like, just
self-sacrifice
Yeah.
or something.
I'm so sorry.
yeah, thumbs up.
He's gonna trigger the bomb or something like that.
Yeah. Go without me.
Yeah.
Save yourself.
Every action movie trope.
Yes.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
So
So that was basically the end of that episode. He
Yeah.
gets arrested. His men get arrested because he does say, I got to let my men know why I'm doing this. Hopefully they'll understand. They're good guys,
yeah.
and some of them do.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still alive. They're still alive.
Yeah, he just says arrest those traitors. He doesn't say
Yeah.
kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Surprising.
it all raises a lot of interesting questions about the clones and programming and how far deep does it go? Does it kind of wear off after a certain amount of time?
I'm betting this right here, Hauser and those that dropped, in them not being the only ones that feel this way, I'm betting that's why the Empire stops using clones altogether.
Yeah.
I
I want to see that story, however it plays
I
out.
think you're about to.
Yeah, we are seeing that
that's what
story.
I was
I
gonna
love
say
it.
it.
from
I wanna-
episode
yeah.
1, yeah.
I want to see the
Yeah.
whole thing. I want to.
'Cause
Yeah.
who? It's not Tarkin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tarkin.
yeah, it's
Tarkin is the one
yeah.
who came up in the first episode, wins Camino, and
Yeah,
be like,
he's very much
shut
against-
this down. We're done.
Yep.
Yeah, he's very much against it, and I think that's why Taun We wanted Omega back so bad, because they want to make new clones off of the fresh templates, because that would be better troopers than what they've got right now.
Yeah, because since Django's dead, they've said several times that his DNA, what they have, is it's not so good anymore.
Yeah, it's
and
not.
Not
with
so
with
good.
Boba being gone, Omega is the only one who has
Yeah.
unaltered DNA that they can use.
Maybe I wonder if that has something to do with too, like what generation clone. Maybe like early generation clones are more apt to withstand the effects of the chip, but like late generation clones are like just so jacked up they'll just
No,
do anything.
Rex. As soon as that call went through,
Yeah, that's true.
he fought it for a little bit,
Yeah,
but that's because it's Rex.
Yeah, he's Rex,
But-
and he still succumbed.
He still pulled the trigger.
Yeah, he's still. When
true.
push came to shove, she hit him in the head and he dropped as soon as he back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Rebels, when the clones get reintroduced, spoiler, sorry.
I know you haven't seen it, but
I've seen more Rebels than I think he has.
I've seen the entire show.
Never mind. What have you not seen?
All of it?
the holiday special,
Yeah, I haven't
which
seen the
I'm
holiday
trying to
special,
fix that for him.
and I've only seen 1/3 or a half of the 2003 animated one.
The
Forgive me.
yeah, Kanan says he talks about the clones, and he says sounds like he mentioned or he talked to a clone at some point after the events, and he says, oh, later they said they had chips in their head and they were programmed to do so. And in the Kanan comics, which the show is kind of tweaked a little bit, so there's Commander Gray, who's the one who fired on Kanan and Depa. Later in that story in the comics, Commander Gray starts coming to realization. He says, we were wrong, we shouldn't have done this. He has like it almost like his mind comes back to him. So it's wondering, is this a limited time effect? Does their free will kind of reassert itself after a certain amount of time?
Interesting.
Does it wear off?
Yeah.
That could explain a lot.
So
That could explain Hauser.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So if you really like clone drama, the last few episodes have given.
I mean, come on, it doesn't get better than clone drama. I'm just here to say it. Well, maybe like weird ancient Jedi Sith stuff from Rebels. That was some of my favorite, but this is a close second.
I don't know, man. The clone drama in Clone Wars, when Fives ends up at the clone bar on Coruscant, knowing that they have to have their own bar, and everybody there is a clone. It's great.
Yeah. So I think all these were good episodes.
Yeah. All of them have been good so far.
Yep.
We haven't gone over the third one yet, though.
No, the two were kind of.
Yeah, we just did. We just talked. We were talking about Hauser.
Yeah, because I mean, really, what we didn't talk about was seeing the death of Orn Free Taa.
No, you didn't. He's alive.
He got shot in the head.
So
he is alive because in that episode he gets shot. His hand still twitches and moves. They immediately arrest.
Something else.
They immediately arrest Cham for attempted assassination.
Well, but and then in the episode,
in the next episode, they say he's alive.
Yeah, they said that he's recovering, but they say it to the crowd, so it could just be.
See, I took that as a lie.
Yeah,
because he gets shot in the head.
Yeah, but if he got shot in the head, why would they arrest him for attempted
that's
assassination?
That's after Crosshair lets Hauser go.
I'm not
right?
dead.
And Orn Free Taa is in the book Lords of the Sith. He plays a significant part in that too.
Okay.
But that book isn't canon, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
As much as that means.
Okay, maybe he just got shot in like the tendril thing.
The tendril thing, yeah.
It was weird that they had him get shot in the head, considering they wanted him to be alive. Shoot him in the shoulder or the stomach or something. Something that doesn't look immediately like, oh, that dude's dead.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look now, he's down.
maybe they wanted you to like think he was dead, because if he got shot, like anytime anyone gets shot in the shoulder, it's like, oh, okay, they have.
It's highly possible they found another blue Twi'lek and they're just feeding him donuts.
Honestly, what I thought was that now I don't think this, but first I thought they shot him, killed him, and then they were gonna lie and say that he's still alive.
See, that's what I thought it was, but
and then
now I'm just gonna
they
go
were
and see,
gonna
because I thought he was dead.
Because it looks like he was dead. It looked like he got shot in the head.
I guess we'll find out.
And the
then,
troopers kind of
like,
load him onto that pallet too.
Yeah.
Unceremoniously.
Yeah. See, that's the other thing. I was like, no, he's done. If they're loading him up like that. Because, there's no care being taken there. There's no medical anything being given to him. They're just kind of put him in the trunk, would you?
Yeah.
Throw him in the back of the pickup.
But yeah, until we see a body, I would say he's alive.
Mm-hmm.
He may not be very happy. And also, you notice when we saw Cad Bane a couple episodes back, he had a big old metal plate on his head now. So, it may be possible to survive a shot to the head.
Amazing advances in Star Wars technology.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's it, huh?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all you get.
Play your next song. We're at a minute. We're in an hour 12.
Okay, I thought we were running way longer than
No.
that.
I thought we were less than an hour 12, but I thought we were right at an hour. But yeah, no, that's a.
When we farted around, it probably get edited out too.
Yeah, we can
That's
say.
true. Yeah.
Hopefully, everyone enjoys the helmet stands that I put all the helmets
Yes, I
on.
hope you all.
I can see how dusty they are.
You should be seeing it.
Don't look.
I can see how
You should be
crooked.
seeing it in 4K.
Don't look
actually.
at it.
I can see how crooked the mohawk is. It's
Don't.
bothering me.
Don't look at it.
I want to fix it. I want to walk over there, peel it apart, and glue it back together.
Yeah, don't do that.
Jeez, man, this thing's dusty.
You get, bring that canned air over here, spray it.
I mean, it's been a hot minute since they've been worn, so yeah.
They still look great on camera. Did you have any show and tell?
No.
No.
Should I?
We usually
This is my
do.
show and tell. Oh wait, I could show my the new posters that I haven't hung up. Okay.
Posters. Oh, we got.
I want that poster. Where'd you get it?
We need to hook up.
Displate.
Displate?
We need to hook up the handheld mic so he can talk. Bring it back a little bit so it's actually behind this light.
yeah.
That's. Well, your body's blocking it now.
What is happening?
We could just wait till next time and they'd be on the wall.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, they wouldn't be this.
There you
close.
go.
And it's still not close enough. Wow, what a disaster. All right. Thanks,
Here, let me
Evan.
see it.
You
Let me
can
see it.
sit
Let me see
down
it.
now.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Hand it over.
Get it. Yeah, get it. That looks pretty good. Evan, tilt that side like this. There we go. Yeah. It's just not the most.
It's the
photogenic.
Ahsoka Trooper helmet and a
It really
Imperial
is. It's
Forces
that specific
What's this?
one. They look really awesome.
Oh, magnets.
So I got them from it's a
Episode
website
brought
called
to you by
Displate, and they had a really big sale going on, and I bought a whole bunch of them.
Looks like a whole bunch of two.
Well, I got some for my office downstairs too that are unrelated to Star Wars.
Yeah,
well,
very
then I don't
So, but
unrelated.
they're a magnet. They're metal. So
So you put that sticky thing on the
Yeah.
wall, and then you can just post it to the.
Nifty.
did I get them almost a month ago and I haven't hung them up? Yes. Will I have them for next time? Maybe.
If you're
This
lucky.
leaf and the magnet are not intended to work on structured or poor quality walls. Well, you're not putting them up there.
Wah wah.
Yeah. Nowhere in this house. No, Evan, you have a beautiful, wonderful house. Thank you for hosting
Wow.
us.
Just roasting my house. Rude.
I'm just.
I'm not
riding
roasting your
the-
house, just the walls that hold up the roof.
I'm just riding in the wake that Wade has.
No, I
made.
want to see what they've got.
All right. Well, I guess we can go ahead and just start this outro then. So, if you guys want to check out the approval photos, check us out on Garrison Tyrannus on Instagram. If you're interested in having any events with the 501st, check out 501st.com,
.com.
Yeah.
and you can you'll be directed, how to do all that.
You can request us 501st.com/request.
Yes, 'tis the season. There's a lot of troops that are going to be going on, so
Request us.
request us.
Please.
Not for a wedding.
Please.
We won't come to your wedding.
No weddings.
Yeah, no weddings, no birthday parties.
No bar mitzvahs.
Unless you're our best friend and there are no children.
Nobody's ever asked us to be at a bar mitzvah.
There's not a whole lot of bar mitzvahs in this area. This isn't really a bar mitzvah area. I mean, we're in the Appalachians. Come on.
I don't think we need to go down that road any further.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
already out.
just say that if you are interested in listening, you
We'd
can
love to come
check
to your
out
bar mitzvah.
We'd
love to.
All right, enough. So we've.
It's
you
not
can
your
check
wedding. No weddings.
We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Wherever you tuned in to hear this right now.
Yeah.
We're
Honestly,
there.
we probably wouldn't come to your bar mitzvah. If we're not going to come to a wedding, we're
That's
not going
true.
to come to a bar
tell,
mitzvah.
Why would I tell them where to listen to if they're listening to it from some source I'm already naming? It's true. Who is this for? I'm hoping that
You've got a
You find
podcast
us
app.
somehow.
We're probably on there.
Yeah.
probably on there. I think we're even on Google Podcast, and I never sign us up. For
Just
that.
go to YouTube. Come on.
I don't know how that
You can
works.
see our beautiful faces.
That's right. Yeah, YouTube is the best. I'm working
right now
really
you can
hard
see
for
my-
this YouTube
my
stuff.
feet.
So subscribe, like,
Comment.
check out Paul's white legs and white socks.
Yes.
He's
Let's
every
put the
week.
whitest dude of the group of us under the light.
Yeah, if we had another light, you'd see his bones.
Just be like an X-ray.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening, and until next time, bye bye.
Goodbye.